Today we will learn about scatterplots. A set of data that involves two variables is called bivariate data. Bivariate data can be displayed in a scatterplot. A scatterplot shows the relationship between two sets of data. The points of real-life data don't always lie on a line. The data is plotted as ordered pairs on a coordinate plane. Scattered plots are used to investigate a relationship between two quantities. So let's try making a scatter plot using the bivariate data below. So notice how we have number of hours driven as our x and number of miles driven as our y. So we're going to put our x-axis is going to have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our y-axis is going to go 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. The scale is determined by the data points. You have to make sure all of the data given will fit on the graph. Now let's try plotting some points. First we have 250, so we're going to go right 2 and up to 50. Then we have 3, 130. 130 is a little bit closer to 150 than 100, and so on. This is what the complete graph looks like. Now let's try looking at scatter plots that show different types of relationships. A positive association means that as x increases, y increases. We call this direct variation. That means that when we make our dots, then as the dots get further to the right, they're going to get further up as well in general. Now, a negative association is the opposite of that. As x increases, y decreases. So as we get further to the right, the dots are going to be further down. We call this an inverse variation because they do opposite things. This is no association. It's where the two values show no pattern. Let's try some practice. For number 1 and 2, we will identify the relationship between the data sets. So for number 1, you can see that in general, as we get further to the right, then the points also get lower. That means that they are doing opposites, so as one goes up, the other goes down, and we call this a negative association. Now, we do have this one point that has a small x and a small y value that does not fit the trend, and we call that an outlier. Outliers do not affect the general trend. For number 2, as x goes up, y also goes up, so we call that a positive association. For number 3, the table shows the average price per box of cookie, depending on the number of boxes purchased. We're going to graph the data on the coordinate plane and describe the relationship between the two data sets. So notice how we have number of boxes as our x and we have cost per box as our y. For the x, we want to make sure we can go all the way up to 10 boxes. So for our axis, let's label it number of boxes, and we're going to have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 as our labels. Then for our y-axis, we have cost per box, and we want to make sure that we can go up to the highest amount given, which is $5. So I'm just going to do 50 cents per box. Okay, now that we've done that, we can plot our points. The first point, 1, 5, says x is 1, y is 5. So it would be here. Now let's keep adding our points. This is what the complete scatter plot looks like. Notice how as the number of boxes increase, the cost per box decreases. We call this a negative association. we're going to do the same thing for number 4. The table below shows the age of a person and the number of TVs in their home. Graph the data on the coordinate plane, then describe the relationship between the two data sets. Here, our X value is the age, and we want to make sure we go at least to 29. And our Y-axis will be our number of TVs, and we want to go to 10. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this little symbol here, meaning the graph is broken. We're not showing the entire graph, we're only showing a later part of the graph. And then we're going to do 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. Now, on our y-axis, we're going to have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's quickly plot the first point. 20 is here, and then 3 is here, so this will be our first point, and we're going to do the same thing for the other points. This is what the complete scatter plot looks like. Notice how as the age increases, the number of TVs is kind of random. It doesn't go up, doesn't go down, doesn't stay the same. There's just plotted points all over the place. So we call that no association. I do want to point out that the general trend for 1 and 2 makes a straight line, while number 3 kind of curves. That means 1 and 2 are linear associations, and 3 is nonlinear.